Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It is another Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday already. Oh my God, time is flying, guys. Time is flying, but it is another Thursday, and we are here. It is all about legacy chat, and with me this evening is another Jamaican Olympian. Welcome each and everyone, wherever you are coming from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whether you're coming from Africa, Asia, Europe, Antarctica, Oceanic, North America, South America, all seven continents, welcome, welcome. Wherever in the world you are, welcome. And it is about legacy chat and it is about Jamaica track and field legacy. And we have another Jamaican darling in the building. Yes, we have another Jamaican darling in the building, and she will be telling us a little bit about her story tonight. And she is a field event athlete. Yes, she throws the discus. She is in the building tonight, and we're going to have a lot of fun with Shadae Lawrence. But don't worry, if you don't know who this is after tonight, you will know. And let me tell you, the girl have a smile there. She has a bright smile. You're going to be getting a lot of that tonight. So just hang in there. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Just if you're watching, welcome, welcome each and everyone. Wherever you are, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for being here. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. I will be right back.
Jamaica's track and field legacy is unmatched. It is a story of triumph, resilience, and extraordinary talent. But do you know the stories behind the athletes who brought us glory? Hi, I'm HP, founder of HP Chat Track. My mission is simple: to celebrate the rich legacy of Jamaica track and field and shine a light on the incredible people who make it happen. Winning that race was a dream come true, but the journey wasn't easy. It's not just about medals, it's about inspiring the next generation. Jamaica track and field isn't just a sport, it's our pride, our culture, our heart. Every week I sit down with athletes, coaches and fans to bring you stories of dedication, passion and legacy. Plus, we've got exciting news and exclusive insights into the world of track and field. Make your Thursday night be at HP's place. Come hang out with us at HP Chat Track Studio, where track and field is our business. Jamaica, one people, one legacy.
Yes, Jamaica. Look, you see, guys, what I told you about the smile?
Okay.
Already, she is smiling. Shadae Lawrence, Olympian. Shadae Lawrence, welcome to HP Chat Track, where we chat about legacy, and of course, we're going to talk about your legacy tonight. Welcome, my sweetheart. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Already, guys. I told you just now about her smile, and we're going to see it a lot tonight. But Monica Lewis, already I see you, and for everyone who has jumped on already we have quite a few people jumping on. You know, over here we start on time most times. But welcome each and everyone. If you want me to see your comment, just drop a comment over in YouTube, and of course, I will interact. We will interact with you. But Shadae Lawrence, the discus thrower, Shadae Lawrence. All right, Shadae, let us break the ice because I'm starstruck. You know, anytime an athlete sit before me, I get I'm starstruck. So help me out and break the ice. Tell us a little bit about where you're from in Jamaica and the community that you grew up in.
I was born in Manchester, Mandeville. I was born at Mandeville Hospital. So my family is really from Saint Elizabeth. So my grandma, my mom's side of family, and then she migrated to town, and then we followed maybe when we were like 4 years old. 7 years old. We migrated to town where we we lived in Portmore. So that's where my journey. I remember myself, you know. Yeah,
So,
that's it.
so let me ask you something now. Which parish should claim you, Saint Elizabeth or Manchester?
Saint Elizabeth.
Saint
But
Elizabeth.
I was just born in Mandeville. I think it was just she was just there near the hospital, so that's how she reached at the Mandeville Hospital. Yeah.
Okay, all
So my
right.
family is really from Saint Elizabeth, though.
Okay, so she's a Saint Elizabeth girl.
Saint Elizabeth.
Last week we had a Saint Elizabeth girl in the building, Sharika Williams, and tonight we have another Saint Elizabeth girl in the building.
Woo,
In the name,
woo.
in the name of Shadae Lawrence, the discus thrower. So, what was it like growing up in the early part in Saint Elizabeth and then migrating to Kingston, Portmore?
I mean, what I remember, I was really young. It was me, my sister, and my brother. And my mother, she just had the opportunity to go to town, so we had to be there with our grandma. I remember she used to sell in the market. I remember we had to help her pick the goods. You know, we had a big field. We have the mangoes, aki. I just remember there we had a lot of fun, like playing. We were kind of free until I guess she couldn't manage anymore, and she was like, "Daughter, you have to get ready to collect them." And it was hard at first because she did. My mommy did the plan for us, but God makes no mistake. God makes no. I don't see. I can't see my life like what would have happened if we didn't move to town. You know.
Wow, indeed. Talk about embracing your life. Indeed, indeed. But you said that you grew up in St. Mary, but we're going to get to your high school in a little bit because if you grew up
Elizabeth, Saint
in
Elizabeth.
Kingston, in Portmore, if you grew up not St. Mary, I'm very close to St. Mary now, forgive me, but you grew up in Portmore in Kingston.
Yes.
But you went to a certain high school outside of Kingston, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But as a little girl growing up and all of that, were you ever interested in playing sport?
We're always active. I know that we're always active. Like when mom used to go to work. Back then it's different from that
Hmm.
now. The tablet babies, the inside and Instagram and TikTok. No, that wasn't us. We were always outside. Playing dandy shandy or learning to ride the bicycle. So we're always active, definitely. But track, no, I didn't see myself. We didn't see ourselves doing sports. I mean, again, we were active. And my brother, he was 5 years ahead of us. He was in football, but we didn't do any sports at the time.
Wow, talk about a family of athletes. A little birdie told me that you have a twin sister. What was it like? What was it like growing up with a twin sister? What's her name? Shadi?
Sardia,
Shadia. Tell me
Sardia Lawrence.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about Shadae. Growing up with, I mean, I know you have other siblings, but as a twin, what was it like for you?
It was I don't know myself without her, so it was good. It was me and her. Anybody know it is me and her. We only split even straight up to college. Went to college and then we split when I had to move my final year of college. So it's just good. You always have a friend. Somebody to always help you, somebody to always talk to.
Who
You
was more competitive?
competitive, like we don't really like compete against each other, cause one we did different events, but we always motivated. I was work more like work with each other. We had our strong suit. I was really good book wise. She some area she wasn't strong, so we just help each other. It wasn't really like competitive. Yeah, we didn't have that relationship.
I
Yeah.
hear that a lot about twins. Twins
Yeah.
tend to motivate each other.
Right.
But let me just welcome two Olympians on the live already. Vonnie M. Ivan Saunders, 1972 and 1976 Olympians. I mean, hanging out with us tonight.
Big up, big up.
Shadae, Yvonne Saunders, 1972, 1976. And we also have Dorothy Scott Genius, 1980, 1984, formerly of your high school, Vere Technical. She's also in the building. So welcome to to everyone, especially the athletes and the Olympians. But tell me a little bit about primary school or prep school for
Pri-
you, Shadae. Mhm.
Primary. So what I remember in primary, again, the countryside, I didn't have much memory. It wasn't like that serious. It was just like going to school, going home. But when we came to town, that's when I remember going to the Gregory Park Primary School. My sister and I remember going to grade three, and we just did well. Again, we're always good book wise, so um, we're good, and we started to involve ourselves in activities, and it was just like we went to sixth grade, but we're still young. We went to sixth grade, both of us, and they had this sports event, just like that. They just had this sports event, and they invited my sister, and she go there and mash up the place, not running. And then a coach from Nagohead Primary saw us. He knew our brother because he was like the coach for him in his high school for football. And he was like, I need to go speak with your mom. And he went and speak with our mom. And my mom was like, if you're gonna take one, you gotta take the other. And that's how we went to Nagohead Primary for our last year. And our life just changed after that. We
What
went to,
what
yeah.
did you do? Common entrance or
GSAT. We don't
G
so we don't so oh we don't so oh we don't so oh
GSAT people. People, can you believe this? She is a GSAT baby. A GSAT
all these
baby.
all these pep people in here. So what is that?
She is a GSAT baby, people. And of course, you did GSAT. Where did the GSAT take you?
I went to St. Hugh's, so Lisa take me to St. Hugh's, and then my sister she passed for Bridgeport. But again, we went to Nugget Primary, and it's when we just got Nugget Primary, we weren't the best. Like compared to the students at that school, academically we weren't the best, but we had a good teacher, and he worked with us, and we just excelled. We just kept on moving up in the class. So that's where our foundation really started, and also in tracks, that's when we started to venture out and going to track meets, and that's when we started to be exposed in the track and field, where that's where our foundation really started at the Nugget Primary. Just 1 year we spent, and my life changed.
Wow, amazing. What 1 year can
One
do.
big example, 1 year.
Wow. But you said that you passed for St. Hugh's. How did you end up in Clarendon at Vere Technical? Good night to all the Vere Technical people. Good night to all the listen guys. Good night to St. Hugh's. Good night to Vere and good night to Hydel. But let us talk about Vere before we even get to Vere Technical. Tell me a little bit about St. Hugh's. How long did you stay at St. Hugh's
I
for?
didn't I didn't go. I didn't go. We go
You
wait.
didn't go. You
We went.
didn't register.
No, we didn't go. Our life was set on track and field. We didn't go. So the coach there was Mr. Cook at Nugget Primary, and it was like, so he knew at the time, he knew like track and field schools. All there was all the way in Clarendon. He was like, Mom, this is where they're gonna go. They have a legacy there, and they want to take us. We're getting full scholarship. We're gonna be bored. We're gonna board. So it was a lot of burden off my mom, and we're gonna be in a good environment. So my mom was like, okay. And we didn't. We never spend the time at home. We got a country. What
Very
about
technical
that?
it is. Oh my God. So you hear that, people? She passed her GSAT. Yes, she's a GSAT baby. She passed her GSAT for St. Hugh's High School. But she did not even register for St. Hugh's. She went straight into Vere Technical. And this is the beauty about sport, how sport can change your life. And it has done that for so many of our athletes. But tell me about now the journey to Veer, knowing that you're bored in. So the both of you went? The pair?
Both two away. We'll name Sienna here, Shardie, and the twins. Yeah, my sister and I were both. My mom. I remember my mom dropped us off. My stepdad at the time. One big box of food. Box of food, cause
Hold on, Shade. Hold that thought. Guys, you remember what I said when I was introducing her? That she has a smile to die for, and we're going to see it a lot. And here we are seeing her smile. She's telling her story with such a great smile. One person is saying GSAT. Yes, she is a GSAT baby discus thrower for Jamaica. But let us just say welcome to Eda Jassy, I hope I got that right. That person is saying, excited to hear more about your journey. Shade. Tony P is saying, greetings. Another Olympian in the building, 1988 Olympian, Ethelyn Tate, formerly of Vere also.
very
She's
sad.
also saying good night, HP and guest. And Lily Hodges is also here, another Olympian from the 70s. and the 80s three-time Olympian Lily Dodges is also here, formerly of St. Mary High School. And people might be saying, how is it that I know the school that all the athletes attend? It is something that I do. I make a conscious effort to big up the schools because
Wow, research.
yes, that's where a lot of the athletes start. But take us back, Shade, to Clarendon and that big box of food and Vere Technical.
So, my mom, the coach at Nagohead, he told my mom that we're going down to Vere because that's where the track and field. At that time, Vere hot man. Cause at that time we have Constantine and he was there at the time. And some good at that time. That time we had Sherika, we had Yannick McNeil, we had Olivia James, we had Jura Lee, we had DeAndre Whitehand, and ourselves.
What?
Yeah, man,
Super team.
we have a good team. It's Stacy up, man. So my mom sent us down there, and I remember going down there with our big box of groceries. Because we know we are boarding and we're not some mother back in the next 3 weeks. I mean, it was sad, but I mean, there was just it's there. My journey at there. I tell anybody, college can compare. No else can compare like the sisterhood bill. And as a Veer athlete, you will understand. It's like a sisterhood bill with those and the dormitory.
Wow. Awesome, awesome. Another athlete in the building, Andrea Bliss, one of St. Jago's outstanding hurdler, and of course, a Jamaican gem herself, a Jamaican athlete, Andrea Bliss herself. But Shade, let me ask you, here you are leaving mom as a little girl, maybe 12, not even 13 yet. You and your twin sister in a boarding facility. How did Veer make you guys feel welcome, feel safe, feel comfortable being so far away from home?
I mean, they had the structure, they had a legacy at there. The dormitory, and they had a structure. So we had our dorm mommy, we had, we were getting fed well, and they again had a structure. At time we had to get up and train. We had time we had to make sure that we iron our clothes and we get to bed because the dorm mommy I come make sure the lights are off. And we had time to wash the clothes, and it was just a structure. At the time, it was really structured. So we kind of adapt to the lifestyle out there.
Girls champs, when did you make your first champs team?
I said that story too. So when I went to VA, I was a high jumper. I was a high jumper slash runner. Like I did the medley at the primary champs, and I came first, and then the team came first, and then I came second in high jump. But my first year in at VA, I don't know what. I like me run up to the bar, I start get free. Me start get bigger. Or what. So I just started looking weird. So I said, boy, I can't go by the bar no more. And then at the time we had who was the first coach? Who was the first?
Was
Uh,
that Jared?
Sean. I don't remember what Sean. I think it was Sean. He doing some recruiting now, but he was the first coach at there in the discus show. And I was like, Shade, you need to come over. At the time I said, I don't know discus. I'm not fat. I'm not going over there. So discus choose me. So I didn't go to my at Champs. They have class four. They don't have no field events, only like long jump and high jump. So you know, I'm a discus jobbing and such in class four. So I didn't go to champs my first year because I didn't make the team. And then man, as me pick up discus in my hand, everything changed from there. I always say discus chose me. Yeah.
I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot that events choose athletes. But
Yeah.
your story is a fascinating one. It is it sounds like a lot of fun, and you too as a personality, you have that you have a winning personality. You smile a lot, you laugh a lot, and
Sometimes I'm tired, but down, I'm just sad, but yeah, yeah.
wow. So what was it like now when you made your first team and you realized that, yeah, I'm on a Veer team, a team that so many outstanding athletes for Veer has been on and become Olympians and world champions and the whole work. How did you feel knowing that you're going to Kingston and you're going to be representing this institution?
I mean, at the time, beer tech was a force. So just even going to the meet, leaving Karen and going to the meet, it was fun, you have your teammates when I'm leaving, you ever have a family and I leave from the yard and go abroad, that's a little different feeling. So that it was like that way, pack up another bus, go on a chat meet, and then to know that and when you come on to champs, you have to leave from Clarendon and go to Kingston to like spend time at a hotel. Oh my God, it was a good experience. So it was an amazing experience, man.
And Twinny was with you, right?
Yeah, man, Shada was a star. Shada star more than me in high school.
Wow.
Yes, my sister, she did the first she started out with the long jump, so she been go making teams. She never make not make any champs team, so she made long jump and then she got introduced to the triple jump, which made her even bigger. That's became her petty then.
Very technical in the building, man. And of course, you did exceptionally well to Vere. But of course, you move on to another school by the
Yeah.
time you got to sixth form after you graduated. Why did you make that switch? And this school is Hydel. So you switched from you got transferred or you moved on from Vere to
Yeah.
Hydel, which is closer to Kingston now, closer to mommy in Portmore. What influenced the switch from Vere to Hydel?
Again, I think my sister's coach. I don't know. I don't know. Stuff were happening, and my sister coach decided he wanted to leave to Idle, and my sister was gonna go with him in other months, and then once she goes, I would go as well. So yeah.
What was that like for you? Is it something you wanted to do or you did it because it was the right thing to do?
I mean, at the time, it it, it was hard because I built out a connection, but at the same time, that a lot of us was moving on. It was graduation, so not everybody stay back for sixth form. So we knew that we just at the time we didn't put much thought into it. It was kind of sad though leaving there, but we were like, all right, they're going on to a new adventure. Yeah, and
You know,
again, tell my sister it's okay.
I'm going to tell you a little story, and the Veer people are going to be upset, a little upset with me because earlier this year I did school's Olympic legacy, and I gave Hydel credit for you, and I did not give Veer any credit because I wasn't aware that you went to Veer. So,
Yeah.
so you would have been an addition for Veer Technical, but of course, I did give Hydel credit for you. So I did name you as a Hydel
I
as a
see.
Hydel athlete, right, as a part of their legacy. So Veer, I'm very sorry, she's a part of the Veer. So Veer has been increased by one. Veer has been
Yes.
increased by one. But how at Hydel you actually won champs, the class one. Discuss. Tell me a little bit about that. Winning.
When I went to Idel, I was doing good, but I was doing good. My best was like a second place finish in the class two discus. Um, but when I went to Idel, I feel like I unleashed a different type of potential for some reason. And I don't know if it was the atmosphere or the coach or 'cause at that time Adele never in a top five. Since when I went there, Adele started to come in top five. That's when they had the Cheyenne, the Ashanti,
Mhm.
they have us, they had um Takis, I do got Takis, they had the I can't remember
And
that.
I think Lamar was a part of that team also.
No, Lamar went to Verde, but she left to Idle after I leave Idle.
Lamar Distin went to Veer also.
Yeah, Lamar this
For Veer.
they take for one of your athlete.
So so hold on. So why I want to know this? Why from Veer? I understand your story, but why was so many Veer athletes leaving for Hydel?
I think at the time, honestly, I know it's still a lot of people are going to winning. At the time, Haida was becoming that school. Haida was becoming that school, and I think Veer kind of fell off at certain points.
True.
So more people kind of was gravitating to Haida at that time. I can say. I think And I feel like, cause we were the first side, where people go Hydel, so I feel like, after that it's like, a compound effect. One, yeah. So
Wow.
that's how it is. And then Hydel start to recruit. It's when you're good, they're gonna recruit you. I'm not gonna lie, that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're good, they're gonna recruit you, and yeah. And if you're doing good as a school, athletes will go there. That's how it is.
When you turn up at champs for Hydel, did you get any backlash from your Vere teammates?
I mean, at first they were saying, but I wasn't the only one. There's a lot of us who moved to the country school, like to the, I don't know if you know Sabina Allen, she moved to
Mm-hmm.
Diego. A lot of Devania White, a lot of them had moved on. So they could have said backlash, but again, when you're doing good, it's easy to do backlash when I move on and do bad. But we were doing good, so it was
Still a product of Vere Technical.
still a product of there, and I love the girls. So
Still a product of Vere Technical. Guys, if you are just joining us, welcome, welcome. I am here with Shadae, the lovely Shadae Lawrence, Olympian
can I
2016.
get 1 minute, please?
Sure, sure. Take a minute, yes. With Shadae Lawrence, guys. She is here telling us her story, a little bit about her. And of course, you can see that she has a winning personality. She has energy, and I like that kind of
Yeah, but
energy. Dorothy Scott, genius, formerly of Vere, is saying, HP, give us our 1 point, and please, for any more omissions. Yes, Dorothy, I just gave Vere two more. Vere just increased their number by two by with Lamar Distin and of course Shadae Lawrence. So I'm going to update my database as soon as I'm finished. It is
Vera
in
Lee,
my
I think I know Vera Lee. I can't say on top of my head, but after a while, when this program they start to go down at Vera, a lot of athletes were moving, so
wow.
they were coming. They were more gravitating to the town schools.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. And of course St. Jago and Hydel would have gotten
Yeah, yeah,
some of those athletes.
yeah.
Wow. From, all right, let's see now, from St. Elizabeth to Manchester to Portmore to Clarendon to back in Kingston
No, we don't really
to,
live in Manchester. We were just born there, Mandeville Hospital, but so I'm staying to Elizabeth to Portmore,
oh,
to
to, to Clarendon to back in, okay.
town.
And then from Hydel, from Vere to Hydel to Kansas State University. Now, tell me a little bit about that. Mommy packing you guys up. And guys, she and her twin sister again, the same university. Tell me about the transition from Jamaica to the US studying without mommy, just you and your sister.
Man, I mean, at first I did SAT again. I'm a little bit stronger than my sister in the book area, so I did well in the SAT. But my sister though, she was struggling in the math area. I think I don't. She was struggling in the math area in the CXC, so she had to redo her math, and then she had to redo her SAT. And we're like, boy, sister, come here, we're going to the college, and then come back. Because the funny thing, K State, the K State coach, Vincent Johnson, he was recruiting my sister. In every time, I recruit my sister first. So they were recruiting my sister since about year three, in class three at Champ. So he was really there and get to know my mommy. So that was really one of the factor why we did Casey, because it's like we were going to a family member. He came down for champs. He talked to us on the phone. He made my mom comfortable with sending us. But
All right, guys, she having a little glitch there with her internet, but welcome if you're just joining. This is an awesome story here. Shadae Lawrence, of course, a Jamaican Olympian, a discus thrower, of course, one of the many field events athletes who are, having their own challenges because, of course, we are not spending enough time on the field events and supporting the field event athletes. So hopefully, Shadae will rejoin us. It seems as if her internet. But welcome each and everyone. Miss Dorothy Scott Genius, welcome, welcome. Ethelyn Tate, welcome, welcome. The Vere girls are here tonight. Okay, so we just lost Shadae there, but I'm sure she will reconnect, guys. Don't worry, don't go anywhere. She will come back. But what a story! You know, our Olympians, their stories are just so authentic, and this is why I like this. I like doing this because I love when they tell their story because nobody tells it like them. And of course, Shadae Lawrence, Olympian 2016 and 2021 or 2020, if you want to call it that. So she has represented Jamaica at the highest level. And again, from very technical to Hydel to Kansas State University. And she was just telling us about that part, but she got dropped. You know how technology is sometimes, but I'm sure she will rejoin us very, very soon. So, welcome each and everyone. Let me big up everybody. If you're watching from Africa, if you're watching from Asia, Antarctica, Oceanic, North America, South America, Europe, all seven continents. By now, everyone should know the seven continents. Welcome each and everyone, wherever you are. Track and field is our business, and it is all about legacy chat and Jamaica track and field. Legacy with me, your girl, HP, of course. And thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us. I just see Case in Sport is here in the building, and he's saying outstanding talent in the Lawrence sisters. And I believe you. I totally believe you that they are indeed talented, and she is sharing that story. And she's not just sharing her story, she's also sharing a little bit about her twin sister, who hopefully we can get on the program. All right, she's back with us. Let me just re-add her. All right, Shade is back. All
I
right,
am so sorry.
no, you're fine. It happens. Okay, you need to set your phone rotate. Yeah,
Oh yes.
and let us get back into it. Don't worry, we weren't going to leave here because we know that you would be rejoining us, guys. So Shade is back in the building. Thank you very much for rejoining. Don't worry about it. It's technology and these things happen. And there's someone in the comment section. Their name is Case Case in Sport, and they're saying outstanding talent in the Lawrence sisters. Is that true? Is that true?
Yes, I have to say, we have boy, God bless my mother.
Indeed. And you said it correctly. God bless your mother. Yes. God bless your mother's womb with you guys. And of course, she produced outstanding children in sport. And of course, you guys have made Jamaica proud. Janelle, she's saying, big up my hairdresser. What? You're also a hairdresser? No, this girl got talent, people. We're going to have to talk about that also. But let us get back into what you were sharing about leaving Jamaica for Kansas State, and what was the transition like? Was it cold? Was it okay? Just tell us a little bit about that transition, Shade.
Yes.
Hmm.
So the transition, it was cold. It was different. I mean, we used to the climate hot in Jamaica. Um, at the time, I remember at Hydel, we used to use one discus and share for like five of us or so. When I went to when I went to K-State, we had like 15 implements. So it's just like we had access to a lot more stuff. Food, had access to implements, and it was just a bit resource, yes.
Awesome, awesome. That's what college life is about. And what is so funny, it's funny that you say that because I was watching an interview, and this is something I've said. How do you guys manage after you leave, especially those of you who have gone to college? You have been in the collegiate system, especially overseas, where you have access to resources and coaches and everything. What was it like though after you leave high school and you have to now pay for your coach, you have to pay for your physio and all of these things? What was
High
it like?
school
Mhm.
or college?
After college? Yeah.
After college, so when I finished, well, again, we did really well in college. Both of us NCAA champions. So we got used to the system. having everything to our needs. When I finished sooner than my sister in 2019. She finished in 2020. So when I finished the fall of 2019, I knew that I wanted to continue. I had more in me because I was making teas, but I wasn't making at the finals. I would come like 15th or something like that. So I know I was close. So, I reached out to my coach, Julia Robinson. I was like, at the time I was in Colorado. I knew I wasn't going to stay there because it was cold. And I knew I wanted to go somewhere hot for my event to be outside. So I went to Florida State. Not Florida State, University of South Florida, where I applied for like a assistant coach position for the throws. And I got through. So I went down to Tampa, Florida. Beautiful place. I love
Yes,
the
it.
weather.
Mm-hmm.
Love the people. After being in an era where it was predominantly white, it was good to be in an era where I could even see they can go to Jamaican restaurants and black people. So it was good. But how I had to assist myself was I had to again do here. When I finished, I knew I wanted to continue. I got a little bit of help here and there because, well, it was in COVID. COVID, the 2020, 2019
Mm-hmm.
for COVID. I went on my OPT and then I worked. And then in 2021, I got my P1 and I decided I was going to give athletics a try. It was hard, having to train and do here, sometimes you're at the gym and a client will come in, or a client will come certain hours, they have to hurry up, or sometimes I have to do here, then go to train. So it was kind of hard, but, I had to fight it for it.
So you had to work. You had to what we call in Jamaica hustle. So you had to
Also,
work to have your
also.
little money and also to go to training. What was it like? How stressful was it for you to balance it, to work in order to pay your bills and then to go to training? How were you able to put the two together?
Again, thank God, and that's how I always say God is good. But I feel like everything in my life has been orchestrated. I don't know if I know myself. I like to be here. I had my best friend, and she used to go to cosmetology school. I was like, you can't teach me how to do this. And I used to do here in my community. So I feel like it was ordained. It was setting up for me to know how to do here. I didn't know how could you make even money off of it until I went to college, and then and it was hard, having to do here and then train and then physio. But again, overseas is different because you have access to stuff. And
Yeah.
again, the here thing, it was you made decent money. You can set your price. You can, if you're good, people gonna word them out, and you can get the clients and get it done. But again, it was hard. It was challenging, but I have to do what I had to do.
Indeed, indeed. Economics and sociology is the order of the day. What led you to, how did you decide what area you wanted to study in college?
So I was always good in math. Like I did math in grade 10. I didn't even go to any extra lessons and stuff, and I got a grade 2. So I was always good in math. I was actually doing maths, and then it just started getting hard. It started getting hard. And I said, oh, so we go fix up my kind of similar. Because again, it can be hard to study like them STEM or them kind of program there when you do athletics,
Mhm.
especially I was performing well. So sometimes I kind of hard to balance both. So I was like, you know what, I like the economy. Coming from Jamaica, I just study economy and then I could use my math as well. And I also like criminology. So most of the sociology stuff, it has to do with criminology, and I just and again I was open major because I didn't know what I want to do at one point for the first 2 year of college because I felt like I could do so much thing. But I eventually settled down first on math, and then I said, okay, I'll try econ because it fit with the core subjects. Yeah,
Wow, you hear that, guys? A bright girl, the girl bright. The girl can do hair. The girl, I
that's
mean,
what.
she's just all of these things. But let us just rest her a little bit. Let me read some comments. I see some good comments coming in here. Ethlyn Tate is saying, Olympian Ethlyn Tate is saying, congratulations. Of course, she is a Vere girl, as I said before. Um, I hope I get the pronunciation of this name correctly. Is it Ikeman Wilson?
Oh
It,
yeah.
yes. That person is saying, been there from the beginning, so proud of you and very happy to be a part of this magnificent journey. Awesome, awesome. Idaja is saying energy. Victoria Christie is saying, go friend. She's saying go friend. And of course, even Vonnie M, who is Ivan Saunders, 1972-76 Olympian, she's saying, yay, Colorado. And of course, we're going to talk about that a
Oh
little bit.
yeah.
But let
Yeah.
me ask you, you were at Kansas State doing so well. Why did you make the switch to Colorado State?
Well, in my last year, my coach, I don't know what happened, but he decided he was gonna take. You know how the NCAA system goes. Then just up and suddenly just say they will take a new position. I mean, it was really tough. Again, my sister was there, and I was in my last year of college, and I didn't know who they were gonna bring. I didn't trust who they were gonna bring. I didn't know who it is they wanna bring. So I was like, you know what? I didn't even go to my college coach. He went to LSU. I was like, I'm gonna look something that I think is gonna work for me. It was hard again because this was gonna be the first time in our life my sister and I are gonna split up. So I just started to look, and then I heard about Brian Bedard. And I just messaged him. I'm like, hey, you guys have money for me because I want to come to Colorado State. And he was like, okay. And that's why I reached down there. I'm always taking risks. I'm not afraid to move. I'm not afraid to move. So yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. So what was it like leaving Twinny? What was it like leaving your other half?
Man, I remember we had to take the Greyhound at the time. I don't remember why we take the Greyhound. I don't know if it was cheaper, but I remember my mom was here at the time too. I think it was first time visiting us in the States from Jamaica, and she was there with us. And my father rode down in Greyhound.
I'm going to tell mommy. Mother, if you are on the line, good night to you. Good night for bringing this lovely, lovely one into the world. Welcome, welcome. Continue, Shadae.
So it was sad, but we know I just saw the journey stay. Sometimes I have to move.
Yeah.
But Colorado wasn't too far from Kansas. So I know that I could go back and visit her whenever. But it was tough.
I can just imagine the twin thing is a serious thing, especially in sport. And now we're seeing more and more twins
Yeah, man.
in
A lot of twins.
yeah, especially in
Yeah.
Jamaica. You have
Yeah.
so many of them, or
So many.
even siblings in general doing the
Look
same.
at the Clayton twins doing
Look
so
at
well.
the Clayton twins is another one doing, and Camperdown had a set of twins too
Yeah. Yeah.
in the field, and there's
And
so
then it's
many.
Edwin Allen have these two chore right now.
Right,
That's
Edwin
what
Allen. Yeah, Edwin Allen seemed to know where to find the twins, and Homo Technical already also have twins there doing wonderful, wonderful things. But guys, if you're just joining us, welcome again. Tonight is all about this wonderful athlete, Shadae Lawrence, out of St. Elizabeth and Jamaica to Kansas State, Colorado, and of course, doing great things. We have another Olympian that just joined us. Albert Lawrence, 1980-1984 Olympian and
I'm an uncle. I'm an uncle.
maybe he's your uncle. Silver medalist, 1984 silver medalist. Albert Lawrence is in the building.
Teach me your ways. Teach me your ways.
He's saying good HP, good night. He's saying good night HP and guess. I hope okay, he said I know you love to research. Can you check to see if we are related? So Albert Lawrence wants to know if you guys are related. Look here, man. From in Jamaica, have one name. You're related to everybody.
Related.
Everybody with that name.
Related.
But
Yeah.
Albert is from St. Thomas, and you're from St. Elizabeth. But
Well, I'm not close to my father's side, so maybe I don't know.
you never know, girl. You have to go check it out. And he's asking me to research it, so I'm going to write it on
Yeah.
my notepad. But let us talk a little bit about training now. You did well in primary school, did well in high school, did well at the collegiate level, and then now you're taking on the adulting, the big adulting where you're out of a structured system.
Yeah.
You came back to Jamaica in what 2021 after university,
No,
um,
after Olympics.
after the Olympics,
Yeah.
2021 Olympic Games. Okay, let's just talk a little bit about that. What is it like training in Jamaica?
I mean, first, you're back around the people, the energy is good. The only thing I think for field event athletes, it's harder in terms of like, again, if you're not getting much support, like you need to recover properly, you need physio, you need the cold baths, you need the masseuse, all of those stuff. Um, if you don't have money or if you don't know somebody, you can't get them. You know, you cannot get them, and um, yeah, training in Jamaica is interesting. I have to say,
It's hard,
it's,
man. Just say it undone. It's hard. It's
it's
hard.
hard. It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard when you're not under like a group, like a club.
Yeah.
How when under, cause most clubs they are structured. So like the MVP, the racers, like
Elite,
my
the
friend
elite,
coach, the elite, the
the
sweeps.
sweat.
They have sweep. Yeah, man, them have them physio and them have them connection where them can help the athletes. But we weren't really under anything like that, so it was a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder.
Do you think that how do you feel about as a country how we treat the field events, the middle distance and the sprints? Do you think that we too much of our focus is on one part of the sport, so another part of it suffers because everybody is so caught up with the sprints? Your thoughts on that?
I mean, we're a sprinting nation. Even myself, I grew up seeing mostly, the Veronicas, the Usain Bolt, the Asafa Powell, and all of them athletes, sprinters, runners. But, things have changed. And I think I think we should give people a chance. If you see potential, why not invest in it? Not because the potential not run. Invest in the athlete, especially again once you see potential. And that is it. It's sad when athletes try like field events, athletes, the distant athlete try, and we don't get the support that we need. Because we need the same support like anybody else. Alone our own, we need the support.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And I like what you just said. And the fact that you've said that, I'm going to share some of your some of your accomplishments with everyone because I like to do that. That's something I like to do. But before we go there, um Ideja is saying, keep up the good work, host, share the legacy. Thank you very much. That means a lot. That's what I'm here about.
Yes.
The
Yes.
legacy. Thank you very much for that, sir. But guys, let us look at Shade's legacy, some of it a little bit because it is so much. University. She's an alumnus at Kansas State and Colorado State University. The young lady majored in economics, just so you guys understand that. She's an Olympian, 2016 Olympic Games in Rio and the Tokyo Olympic Games. And guess what? The Tokyo Olympic Games, she made the final and she finished seventh. Now that is a big accomplishment, Shade. That's outstanding. We're talking about 7 out of 36 to 40 athletes. We're talking about over 100 countries in the world. And you finished number 7 for Jamaica. That is huge. That's big. That is big. That is big. World Championship, you also represented Jamaica at the World Championship, London 2017 and in Doha 2019. You represented Jamaica at the Pan Am Games 2019. In 2019, you're a national champion. And guess what, guys? Guess who is the national record holder for the discus? Guess who is the record holder? This young lady on our screen. She is the record holder for the discus in Jamaica. National record holder at 67.05 meters. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Look here, guys. Her collegiate career is outstanding. The 2015 to 2016 season, she threw a season best of 61.81 meters to finish fourth. She was named the first team All-American qualified for the NCs with a throw of 57.44 meters. She won 5 out of 7 competition in the season 2015-2016. Listen, she was named Big 12 Outstanding Freshman of the Year. That's
Come
just
on.
that's just outstanding. She also, I don't know if it's broken, but she at one point hold the school record. Maybe it still stands.
Don't break it.
There you go. She holds the record for the school. Her 2016 to 2017 outdoor season, she started with a season, she had a season best for that season, 62.59 meters. National champion and first team All American in the discus throw of 61.7 meters. The first national champion in the discus in the history of the school. Wow, that's outstanding. Again, Big 12 champion, setting a school and a meet and a facility record of 62.59. Girl, you're going, you know?
We did not go on with the
Yes,
same.
man, your legacy is up. You won every meet that you competed in the 2016 to the 2017 season. 2018, you had a season best of 62.10. First team again, All America in the discus, placing second overall at the NC's championship with a throw of 59.68. You placed second at the Big 12 championship, 59.04. Look for the girl junior career. We cannot read everything tonight, but I just wanted you to give you guys an idea of how outstanding this Olympian is. She is a CAC gold medalist, under 20 CAC gold medalist. World Junior Championship 2014, she represented Jamaica. She won silver at the Penn Relays, Girls Champs gold, the whole world. Shadae, what a legacy. You have making contribution to Jamaica's legacy from you were under 20. We salute you. Did you imagine any of this when you started out?
No, that is it. God, it was ordained. It was ordained. God is good. I didn't imagine, but I always a hard worker. So, not the time I was thinking about it, but now, you have to work hard and you have to be dedicated to your craft. When you do stuff, anything can happen. So,
How do you feel about your body of work so far?
I mean, I feel good. I feel good. I feel like I missed out though. Like I feel like I only had one good year at my senior level where I came seventh at the Olympics. Um, like after college. Um, so I wanna achieve more, but I'm grateful. I think because I don't spend much time thinking about it. Hearing all of that you said, I did well. I did
You did
great.
well, and this is
Yeah,
why I like to do the achievements because a lot of times athletes might not pay attention to their accolades line by line,
yeah,
so they
yeah.
feel as if they have not achieved a lot. But
Right.
when I do it like this, they'll be like, "Oh, HP, I actually did something."
Yeah, man. They go on with themselves.
You did a lot. You did a lot. You are an Olympian. That is in sport. That is the highest level. You can't go further than the Olympic Games. How did you feel when you made your first Olympic team, 2016? Take us back to 2016.
So so that was both last year, or last Olympics. I remember, you watch Bolt, you watch Shelley, you watch Veronica, you watch the Karen Stewarts, And at the time, I think Veronica was at on that team. So I was a freshman in college. So, and I was just, so like, literally just came out of high school and I was having good success. So, when I went there and I was on the team and I saw about he was like doing this video thingy. Cause it was his last year too. It was his last year in the 2016. It was just marvelous to see some of the athletes. I just see the Sonny Richards, competing with them. I was it was a good experience. It it opened the door, like I can do it. And when you make those teams, you see what it takes. Like it takes hard work. So you go back and do what you need to do. So a marvelous experience.
Indeed, indeed. You came back 4 years and you made a second Olympic team. This time you went even further than before. What was that like for you?
That was awesome because again, that was after COVID, so it was basically my first season out of college because I finished the fall, which is the December of 2019, and placed that down in a March the next year,
Hmm.
and I had to just work, and then October I started training. I was doing here. I was paying rent. I was doing car note, and I was just trying to balance life and to do that all of that while um and come seventh in the world at the Olympics. It was I felt like I won because
Outstanding, brilliant.
I felt like I won because mama try to people them in front of me. Them not afraid to do all of that them thing there. Them I get them support. So it was great.
What was the support like for you? I know that you had to hustle to make your money and do your thing, but what was the support like outside of that for you leading up to the 2021 Olympic Games and the trials?
Again, I was overseas, and again, a lot of overseas Ali don't get no support. I didn't really get no support. I did everything in that 2021. I did by myself and my coach. My coach and I we worked really, really hard because he wasn't there in person. We used to do like set up the camera and I train and I send him our correct. So it was just me and my coach. Yeah, and God,
Mm.
big up God.
Of course, all the time, all the time, all the time. On May 22nd, 2021, you broke the national record. You remember that?
Yeah, man, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that I meet my coach was there because he had other athletes coming. So thank God he was there, and it was just a good atmosphere. I was in good shape. My coach was there to correct me, and we just made it happen. It was marvelous. Like, because my best before that was 63.7. I don't know if that was the national record at the time, I think. And I did that maybe in March. And they say I broke record in May.
In May, right?
So,
Just before the
no, I
trial.
lie, I lie. My best was 65. I threw 65 at the Mountain West Conference in 2019. So, I felt like coming right out of college and just working and everything, it was good to see that I could still manage to perform well. You know what I said? Because it can
Mhm.
be hard. It can be hard training and working because I wonder if you ever perform well. But I did that. As me say, work out.
Listen, I was talking to someone just this week, and the person asked me what your personal best is. And when I told them, they were impressed. They were impressed. They were like, wow, 67.05.
I forget back to that and more. I forget back to that more.
Yeah, you're going to get there, girl. Don't worry. So, what is it like for you now? You went to the trials, the Jamaica national trials, just a few weeks ago. You finished second, but you did not attain the mark for the world championship. How do you feel about that? How are you feeling about that now? The fact that there wasn't much support, you did your best. Do you feel? How do you feel about how we treat the field events in Jamaica?
At that time, my mom, I remember, and I'm not gonna say I have to give it to them the what's it called again? The insurance play a huge part for athletes. Sometimes I get hurt, sometimes I need to go to the doctor. I can give them thanks for that. I remember um if I went in and asked for help and I get a small check, maybe 3 times here and there, but it never was consistent. you know. Um it's sad, and that's when the athletes that's when the news that's why when the news broke out with the athletes were moving, people are said Judas. I mean I say, oh, them never walk out in that lead them shoes. There's no way you can perform again. And like a lot of us do it on our own. And you
Mm-hmm.
get to a certain level and then you just still feel like it's not enough. Like what more can we do? Like, what more should we do? So I just and my coach he used to say he used to basically generally say, yo, we're not really getting a support, so I have to just do this for our own. So at one point, I just give up. I gave up. Remember, my mom was saying, why don't you go in and ask for help? So, mommy, you don't know how I feel for ask for help. And you're not, when you're in a certain position, you know you deserve it, and you ask, and you not receive it. You just give up and just do what you can control. You use what you have and you can control. It's sad, and I hope that a lot more athletes don't have to go through what we go through, which I see that them kind of try and make a lot of effort, because them have some of them best athletes that leave and stuff like that have to happen. I was telling my sister that I think those three athletes sacrificed like Jesus. Even though they didn't intentionally sacrifice themselves, they sacrificed for the sport. Because a lot of athletes now gonna get help, wake up call almost. So
That's a beautiful way to look at it. That is a very interesting way to look. To be honest with you, I've never looked at it like that, but
I did.
now that you've said it, you are right. The fact that they gave up their allegiance, it is going to help other athletes to get help because, of course, we're now hearing talks about this and that. Let us see how far it will go.
Yep.
You
All
know,
if I want 1 season, 2 season. I don't know if they'll keep it up, but if your athlete not have to go through the sufferation, that's a win. That is a win. Yeah. I'm not the type to go say, oh, them me supposed to be them, so them have to suffer. I'm not like that. So if yeah, if yeah, them get the help then that would be good. Yeah.
what would you love to see the federations, including the government, the J3, the JOA? What are some of the things that you think that they can put in place to help struggling athletes? Because the thing is that you don't have to help everybody because some people, some athletes, they have an entire team around them, so they don't need the help. And I always say we have to help the ones who are struggling. What are some of the things that you think that we need to do as a country so that when people like you and others call out and say, hey, I'm falling on hard times, this is
Mhm.
my personal best. And the thing is that your body of work should be the criteria that
You get
helps you to get the help. What are some of the things that you would love to see we do as a country to help, especially in the field and the middle and long distance programs?
I mean, just help. Just as I say, we are Jamaicans. We are grateful. We don't need no local, no luxury. We don't need no lavish lifestyle. We just need something like look rent. You know, you give me a little money to help with the rent towards food. It's hard to deal with food, rent, training. And sometimes a lot of us have to deal with travels, because especially if you reside in Jamaica, you have to, most quality meats are overseas. So if you have train every day and stuff, where you find time to get money, um, to travel and to do all of that from just stay. So just help in any way where you can. I would like to see athletes who um on the verge are have potential to get some help. Because as again, a foundation, my foundation started at Nagway Primary. All of them school there, and if my mom never have to pay no school fee. Help sometimes with lunch and stuff. And that's where my foundation started. Could have be, where we're at today. So everybody need help. So they can help people them who actually need help. Maybe they might help some people who don't really need help. And again, me real busy about nobody, but it unfair, you know? It unfair. So yeah.
Like you're giving the food to somebody who is not hungry.
Yeah. I get me now say me now lick out nobody food out of them mouth, but
Understand it, but it makes sense what you're
it
saying.
don't. Yeah, that make no
You're,
sense.
you're helping the person who doesn't necessarily need the help, and the ones who are struggling, the ones who are struggling are the ones who you're not even looking at.
Assisting. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But before we continue, let us just read some more comments. Evelyn Tate is saying, wow, indeed, big up God. Of course, we have to big up God. And George Reed is this Zayan George Reed is saying, I'm
Oh,
happy.
see that?
Yes, here she is saying, I am happy I was able to be a part of the journey whenever and wherever I could. Big up, sis. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's a city right there.
Thank you for helping, Zian. Thank you very much for helping. Eda Ja is saying, what a bar, not because the potential is not running, not because it's not the track we need to help. It's a sport called track and field, and we should be able to ensure
And
that
look,
resources.
look how much I put in sauce here. Mr. One track person with medal, you know?
All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
You
Look,
want to feel a bit, you want to feel a bit Ali Ghana, they might drop down.
look, there you go. There's a saying that says, the stone that the builder
Yeah,
refused
reviews. Become a 8 cornerstone. Watch
shall
it.
become the head
And wow, we
cornerstone.
got now.
Look at the
So,
Olympic Games last year. We got two medals in the on the track, a silver and a bronze.
I will
All
get that.
Rashid Broadbell got a bronze in
Oh,
the
yes. Forget about Brandon. Yeah.
yes, and Kishane in the 100. But all the other outstanding performances came from the field.
And even win medal, we got a lot of finals. You know, we did it what I feel event myself. They did so. I was so proud,
Yes,
and I'm still proud. So when me sister them I still not get the way them forget. If them have to go, them just have to go. I mean, me love my country, patriotic, but again, that can't put food on your table, and it's not fair. You know, if a lot of people runners do what them do, you see the excitement and the glamour and glitz and everything. So it's just not fair. So.
it's
I
true.
understand. Who said I am a Judas? All right.
No, sir. I don't knock the athletes for doing what it is a career, and you guys have to go where you are able because we all do that for our career. If I'm in a job right now and
Yeah.
somebody offer me better, you think I'm not going
Yeah.
to think about
You
it
got move. Yeah.
every day? So to be mad at the athletes for no,
I
I
don't
don't.
understand, man. The kind of they make them me other people that say, look how we invest in our athlete and then go. I'm like, can I
Who
investment,
invest in
sir?
the athletes?
So what
Who?
kind of investment, sir? Are you giving me money?
Listen, I've heard people say that we, to be honest, we don't invest in our athletes. Our athletes and their coaches is what make this happen. They
I mean,
are
some
the
people get help, you know. Some people do get help.
I
But
agree.
if you all tell me say invest in a field event last year or year before, man, I'm gonna believe that. I'm not believing that.
We need to have a proper system so that everybody can benefit at the end of the day because the middle and long distance athletes feel as if nobody cares. The field event athletes feel the same way. I am seeing we are having track and field meet and the meet is stopping at the 400. What about the people who run the 800? What about the people who run the 1500? Yet we want to go on the global stage and win medals, and we do not have a system to
Exactly.
develop.
But we don't win medal at other events though. They have the Natalia Gula child, you know, she have Propel and other athletes coming up. So and the Navaski, you know, them little guys, yeah, them a come up. Why not get why you tell me them don't need them not deserve no support for them effort?
Yeah,
They,
yeah. I think all athletes deserve support for their effort. And one of the things that I've always said, I think the federation, both the J3 and the JOA, need to have a fund for athlete welfare. So let's say, like you know, Shadae, you finished college, you did so well, Olympian, you finished seventh at the 2021 Olympic Games. If they see where you need some help, they're supposed to say, okay, this is what she has done for the country. So we are going to do a year or two contract with her and make sure she's okay. But we need to have a fund to help you guys because, well, let me ask you this though. As I said before, you finished second at the trials. The qualifying mark is 64.5. Your season best is 58.91. We still have until September. Are you going to try and chase the mark or you've shut down your season?
I kind of shut it down. I was saying I was gonna go to one more meet, but let's see. I'm gonna might go to one more meet in next month. I might just train for that.
How is it support to do that? Do you have
Sure, support.
the financial support to travel to do that, to train?
No, so I don't even think of it like that right now, cause it's just I think I just two more meets, but I would pay for my plane ticket and stuff, and I have family. Thank God, my mom and my sister they can help, but me not think about that like support for the last meet. I would have wanted it for. Although I get take it anytime I get it, but
Right.
you need the support like initially, like beginning of your season, like them kind of where the training important, the background,
Mm-hmm.
background training and stuff like that. So yeah.
Wow. Some more comments. Let's see. Albert Lawrence, Olympian Albert Lawrence, your cousin or your uncle. He's saying, I'm very proud of her and what makes it so special. We have the same last name. Much love and respect. We have another Olympian here. 1960s and 70s Olympian Miss Vilma Charlton. Do you know that name?
I
Miss
heard about that name
Miss
before.
Miss Vilma Charlton is here, another Olympian in herself. She's saying, "Hello, Shadae. You were a diligently athlete. Watched you once in training at Excelsior.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes, girl. You have fans out there. You have people out there. And you know something? These Olympians roll out tonight and they are supporting you. And Miss Vilma Charlton, formerly of St. Andrew High School, of course, you know.
Bright girl, bright girl.
So we have to big up the alma maters. So yes, formerly of and Jamaican Olympian, three times Olympian. But
That's what I'm saying. Like, stuff like that. We have so many Olympians. Like, I feel like there's no way at least not supposed to get support. It just don't make no sense. By Jamaica, track and field not getting much support. If them have so many areas them can pull support from corporate, just regular people like myself. If they go fund me, like put that out there. I don't know why them not doing that. Like, no, just don't make no sense.
and I totally agree. I totally agree with you on that. I agree with you 100%. And I've said it over and over. There are so many ways that we can generate revenue. There are so many ways. Merchandising. I talk about merchandising over and over. Get receipt, promote the sport that people come out and watch. I mean, there's so much. Even if this money is not coming from the J3 can write to corporate and said, look, we have some Olympians finished college, they're back in Jamaica training. We have 5, 6 of them. They need help with rent. They need help with transportation, with food. How can you help them? Can you pay their rent for a year? Can you work something out? But they're not thinking, they're not being creative. But let me ask you, as it relates to sponsorship, do you have endorsement now that is helping you?
No, I haven't been at my best for the last 3 years. So, when you're not at your best, you're not gonna get those. But initially, after I finished seventh at the Olympics, we're reaching out to a couple brands, like Puma or whatever. And at that time, they were like, they're not signing any field event athletes. And my coach and I, we just said, let's just continue to work. And then, they had this
They're not
engraved. I don't know who
field,
engraved on my head.
they're not signing any field event athletes.
Yeah, they weren't signing a field event earlier, like discus at the time. No, they weren't. I don't know if my agent reached out maybe I didn't have a good team at the time, maybe, but I we just said we're just gonna continue working, you know. From there, a lot of injuries, a lot of setbacks. So not currently, no. Currently, no sponsor and stuff like that.
I put a budget together. I did some research the other day and I put a budget together what it will cost for an athlete to train for one athlete, and I specifically did it for a discus athlete because I know that I will be talking to you. And when I look at the numbers, nutrition and meals alone was 5,000 US dollars.
We don't use them something that we make. What
Food
the trick?
to customize meal plans and everything. Supplement was $1,200 for the year. That's
Yeah.
$5,000 for the year. Supplements, $1,200 for the year. Sports psychologist, because a lot of people don't understand that sports psychologist is very
Needed.
important.
Very,
At,
very.
at least 2 sessions per month times 12, that was like $2,400. Gym membership, I get to understand that throwers like yourself have to live in the gym in
That's
order
the
to
treatment.
maintain your strength. That is like $1,000 for the year. Strength and conditioning is almost $6,000.
And that's just why a lot of athletes, it's easier to get into under a club or to stay in a school where you live. Or just
Mm-hmm.
stay just yeah, where you can at least use the gym for free and have pay for gym.
You're
You
right.
know. If you're under a pro like a club, you get your physio, you get your so them work with you until they can help yourself. That's so it's basically like a support, but not
Yeah,
everybody at a club, you know. And that
yeah.
is why I feel like overseas work better for field events because once you can get like into a school where you can
Mhm.
train, have a facility, only thing in a response are maybe your massage and rent, yeah, you have a rent and stuff. But it kinda easier over there.
Mhm.
Kinda a little bit in terms of resources for field event at least. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And the data that we have, it shows that our field events who are apart from Shanika Ricketts, I think who trains in Jamaica, the majority of them that is doing well, they're overseas. So yeah,
Uh,
you're right. But it's not cheap, man. It's not cheap at all. I was looking at it, and the total for a year is something like almost 30,000 US dollars, and that's just for
never
one
spend
athlete.
well, I never spend so much though and I was doing my
Because when you think about, because they have transportation in it, they have training apparel and gears, they have
yeah.
hydration and
I need it.
electrolytes, they have massage therapists, they have physiotherapists, sports psychologists, technical discus coach. It is just a lot. And you know, when you hear that an athlete doesn't have a sponsor, you wonder how you guys do it, you know. But let me tell you, hats off to you, my dear. But what has been your biggest challenge so far as an athlete?
So far now is just staying healthy. This season has been really mentally draining for some reason. Mentally. Yeah. But I would say if I were if I um staying healthy, like the resort like recovery, you know, ice bath, regular ice bath, regular massage at least twice a week. I had a coach Akili helps with the massage, but it's not like all the time, especially when you get a little help, one,
Mm-hmm,
so it's like regular massage. I guess some of the man them way like from the regular club, the massage every day, not that we need that, but at least twice a week. Nutrition. I don't know if I eat the best. You know, we have to eat what we can afford and such. Um, like where I live, having to live with people, it's not who's not under the same like
yeah.
goal, So all them stuff have to be taken into consideration. So
Wow.
I like to,
I can understand. But what keeps you going with all of this? You know, you're not totally comfortable where you are, no support and all of that. What keeps you going for country?
I mean, like I look up for myself. I want to eventually help myself, in terms of like, paperwork and stuff like that. And I love it. I know I have potential. I know I have potential. So I want to see where I can go with good training. You know, when I put everything together, I want to see what I can really do. Yeah.
What are your plans for LA 22? Do you have plans for LA 2028?
Yes. So right now, I'm a think about going back up because last 3 years down here not working. For some reason it's not working out. So I'm gonna go back up, get into probably at I don't know what yeah, I'll say that, but
Yeah, yeah,
um
that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to get into the details. That's fine. But you do
yeah,
have plans.
I'm gonna go back up and get myself into a program and just get myself ready for next year is Commonwealth. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get myself back into the competition group again. When they don't hear, you don't really, unless you have money and or you're doing really well and can invite you to meets. And with the field events, it's hard to get into meets if you're not in the top five or top three. Because they find it hard to fly away in Jamaica when they can get an athlete in Europe or in America. So get myself back into the competitive groove with the girls and stuff and target the next World Champs and Olympics.
Indeed, indeed, and we are going to support you with that. You hear that, guys? We are going to support her dream for LA 2028, and I hope you will be on board with us doing that because she is a Jamaican gem Olympian, and I like the fact that you have a long-term plan and you also have your short-term plan
Yeah,
to.
man, I almost after the year, I say me I throw in the hat, but I got some couple talk and them say no man, I still have couple years.
No, don't give it
Like
up yet, sweetie. Don't give it up yet. No.
just 29, 20 is an old man sport. So we have couple at least a good, couple
Yeah.
years left.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Guys, we are going to help her career for her to get to Commonwealth Games next year, Olympic Championship final year, and LA 2028.
28.
Yes, we are going to make sure to that. What message would you share with your Jamaican fans who have supported you, who would love to support you some more? Worse now that we've heard that you have a plan going forward. What would you want to tell us? Tell us something.
I mean, um, my family and friends who have been supporting me. Thank you very much for the continuous support. I know that these past couple years have been mantras and tribulations, but we're gonna trust God, move forward. Work ethic is not a problem. Just um, hopefully we can work our way back and even better. We just continue. Everybody just continue to support the athletes because it work. It's hard. I wish there was a way where we could kind of support. Again, it's just so weird. I don't know why. The people them don't think of certain ways, but J trade and whatever. GOA. I don't know why they don't think of ways to help the athletes, but just
Hmm.
continue support and I'll give my best and do my best. You know, yeah, for these
Indeed.
upcoming years.
Yeah. Don't worry, man. We're going to be there in your corner. Shade, what lessons have you learned from sports? How has sport changed your life?
I'm gonna tell everybody now, sports changed my life. Sports not only changed my life, but it changed my mom's. It changed my sister. We could get a free education. We travel the world. We have so many opportunities. We've been exposed because of sports. We have met new people, new friends, and sports is just a gateway to a better life for us. Because again, I grew up in a single parent mom. It was just my mom alone and I don't know where would be without sports. My mom don't have to worry about no tuition or, college fee. My
Hmm.
mom don't have to worry about nothing since we did sports. So sports has been a life changer for me and my family, definitely.
The youngsters who are coming up, who wants to be a discus thrower or a field event athletes, who are struggling to get the support, the help, what would you tell them?
I mean, if you have the drive, and I'm praying that more is being implemented to help all athletes across the board. I'm praying that, by that time you guys ready to venture out and maybe give the professional level a chance, that there's resources in place to help, you know. That's just all we can, and I hope that even myself, when I'm done or whatever, I can give back to the sport certain way, you know. Yeah.
Awesome. I have some comments here I want to read to you because guess what? We're now going to start your campaign start for LA 2028. You know, girl, we're starting a campaign right now. Um, okay, let's say Lawrence. What? We have another Lawrence here. Another Lawrence.
So much. Your family all across the world.
Your family turn out. Your cousins from greetings from across the world. Lawrence is saying, he's saying, go sis, she will get there. Strongly believe
Oh,
in
my
her.
sister, Shardia Lawrence.
It said jump. What is it?
Yeah,
Jump,
my sister.
jump holic. Lawrence jump holic. Oh, so that's twinny.
Yeah, my sister. Yes, Lawrence. Come on, sister.
Twinny, welcome. So Lawrence jump holic is her twin sister, Shardea. Shardea, right? That's what
Shardia, yes.
Shardea.
Shardia.
Okay, so it's Shadae and Shardea. Lawrence jump. Okay, so your sister is saying, go say she will get there. Strongly believe in her. I do too, believe me. Victoria Christie is saying, Olympian medalist in the making. Woohoo, I love that. Marlene Green is saying, formerly of Dintil is saying, continue to fight on. I totally agree. Your sister, your twin sister, Lawrence Jumpaholic, is saying she was very depressed the other day, and I'm happy to see her feeling hopeful and motivated again. God is great. We will continue to force her. Of course. Of course. Listen, once I'm in her corner, no depressed around here. She's going to be okay. Don't cry, sweetheart. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry, baby girl. Shade, if you cry, I'm gonna cry too. But you can have a moment. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Don't worry. We are going to support your dreams. I know my eyes getting very wet. It's all right. It can take a moment.
Not that I get to it.
Yeah, my eyes getting wet too. But it's okay. Crying is okay. And I'm happy that you're not going to give up. And I'm happy. That I have met you.
Yeah,
And
I was gonna say that you're a gem, HP. For real, for real. God is good. God
indeed,
makes no mistake.
yeah, God makes no mistake. And you know, crying is okay, and I'm going to chalk it up to tears of joy because you're having a good time. I'm having a good time with you, everybody on the live, enjoying the conversation, and it's okay to get emotional. That's
No,
fine.
I'm not emotional at all.
No, it's fine. Crying is good. Says tears are a language that only God understands. So don't be afraid to cry. It's okay. Just know that we got you. We're going to help to support your career. Look here, never blow you up so big that listen, you will be fine. You will be fine, girl. You'll get the support. We're going to
Right.
help you to get the support to get LA 2028 on the road. So if you want to cry, cry. And me will cry too. You don't worry yourself. Just go on. But thank you for sharing that with us. Your twin sister sharing
She
that
love talk.
said you were depressed the other day, and she's happy. But she's happy to see that you're smiling now and you're laughing. And she said, "God is great. We will come full force." Indeed, indeed. Ika Man Wilson says, "Shade have the best work ethics ever, and she loves what she do, and that's the ultimate thing." Um, you know, I mean, I tell you, Janelle is saying that's her sister. Okay, thank you very much for that. Sherwood 991 is saying it's rough for field event athletes, some US athletes, um, who won some of us, or is that us or US? I think it's US. Some US are us. Athletes won medals in Paris, don't have a sponsor. Oh, us. One athlete won a medal in Paris and was dropped by Nike. Wow.
Oh
Also,
gosh.
yeah, wow. Can you imagine? Won a
Yeah.
medal and you're dropped by your sponsor. Um,
Even a bit rough, man. I feel really love it. Like, love it.
yeah. It's just so unfortunate because you guys are bringing so much entertainment to the sport. I mean, when you see a guy like Duplantis,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
in the pole vault, when you see a Wayne Pinnock and others out there in the long jump pit,
Hey,
When you see
you
Rojas,
you were watching Roger when he did the show?
yes, man.
Oh
Yes.
man, we said the place tear up.
I
After
don't
that, we don't watch no more Olympics.
listen.
That
It,
Olympics was made.
it was fun to watch to see how well we were doing in Paris in the field. To be
Yeah,
honest with you, I
me
wasn't
was
even
three
perturbed.
guys. Even though it's just Roger one, there was three guys in the final. You know?
Yes, and a lot
Discuss.
of people don't realize that.
No, they
A
don't.
lot of
Three
people
guys in the discus final. That's history.
history.
Jamaica, Jamaica.
And this is why I like data, Shade. This is why I like data, and I like to break down things to put things in perspective.
Perspective, right?
Because it is not just about a gold medal, but it is the fact that we're creating history. We have out of 100 and odd countries in the world, one country, a little country like Jamaica, has um three in
In the
one
top
final.
12. In
In
the
the
top
top
12.
12.
In the top 12. Three,
We
man.
don't know what we have. We don't know what we have. When you look in the triple jump and you see Shanika Ricketts, you see
What?
Kimberly Williams, you see Akila Smith, three people in the final. Jamaica have
Yeah.
three in one field final. When
And
you
then
look
it's
at the long
Kerry.
jump, when you look at the long
Kerry.
jump,
Yeah.
when you look at the long jump, we have Kiri McLeod, we have Wayne Pinnock, we have Tajay
And
Gideon.
Tajay. Oh my God, they did so well. The people don't understand how it's like we have three people. So we make a big deal when three people at 100 meter. That's how big of a deal it was in the discus and then the triple jump and then like three. So we just that is the perspective. Just see them like how go one with the runners them and the three person at 100 we will have the Shelly, Ilian and
And
Sherita.
Shanika.
That's the same way how it
It
is
should
in
be the
the
same feeling. It should be the
I
same
felt the
feeling.
same way. Me not maybe to me I feel it. I felt so good.
Girl, I was excited. I was excited. I was super, super excited because here is little Jamaica. Jamaica was in the triple jump final. Jamaica was in a long jump final, men and women, triple jump men and women. Jamaica was in high jump. Jamaica was in discus. The only two field events that Jamaica wasn't in was the pole vault and the javelin.
But yeah,
Pole
yeah.
vault and javelin. And I
And we,
think
and we have a the javelin guy coming up. Elvis is again just need to support, and I don't know if he's getting support, but he has some of 75. That's big for Jamaica, you know.
big, big.
So big, big, big for him.
I don't know. We just need to have a plan in place and said, okay, we're targeting LA 2028 because look at it now. Jaden Hibbert switched to Turkey. Look at what Jaden Scott is doing. Look at what
Jordan is
Jordan
always
Scott is
one gone,
doing.
one gone. It's like we
Oh my
have
God,
them and know the potential. Can you imagine if two of them was here? How would have play out? It would have been marvelous. So
marvelous.
we have potential, and this is we are talking about field events. Oh, we don't we haven't seen I'm not the comparison the running now, but we haven't seen only apart from the Clayton twins, we haven't seen much new talents emerging like that, like the Jordan Scott and them,
Yeah,
you
the
have the high
field
jump,
is
you have Romain, like what the guy don't know what his name from MVP, he won medal in the indoor for the high jump. Like
yes. What's his name? I don't remember his name. But yes, you're right. The field is
coming up.
the
Hmm?
field is stepping up without support
It's crazy.
from the federation or wherever. The field athletes are coming, and I don't mean they're coming slowly. There is like a bunch. I don't remember the last time we had three women in the triple jump, three men in the long jump competitively.
Yeah,
We
I think Tajay, I think one of the game them three person was in the final in the long jump man.
yep,
Yeah,
yep. we need to balance it. We need to find a balance. But let us read some more comments though. Sherwood is saying, okay, I read that one already. I command Wilson is saying, also she is very humble. I see that. Believe me, I see that Shade is very humble indeed. Edaja is saying, need to post this budget, man. Sounds hefty. He said, I need to post the budget. Let me tell you, Edja, when I was doing this budget, I asked around. I even called a coach, like even Akil Stewart. I
Yeah.
called him and I was asking for some numbers. And I called some other coaches and I was like, what is it like when it comes on to hydration, physiotherapy, all of these things? And the number that I was hearing, how you guys do it, I don't know, but I salute you guys.
A willpower, man.
Yes, because
Jamaicans have willpower for real.
it is expensive. Um, Janelle is saying, my eyes are full of tears. Indeed, indeed. Shade make all of us crying, but I like that.
What you about, sir? Stop by.
Thank you, man, is saying you are a great host. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Very good. Very good.
Thank you very much. I love to make people feel comfortable. So thank you very much. Victoria Christie is saying, stay strong, girl. Stay strong, girly pop. Your support system is here, indeed. And I am on that wagon, so I totally agree. Dorothy Scott
Oh,
Genius,
Christine.
formerly of Vere, is saying, this is so very sad. I just hope the public understands what some athletes go through while representing our country. Sherwood is saying, unfortunately, the disrespect for field events is not just a Jamaica thing. The sport itself treats the field events like
Mad.
like the stepchild. Shoe companies are significantly reducing
Yeah.
their track budget. Oh my God. So you know what we'll have to do now? We will now have to find creative ways to
Yeah.
find help for athletes. It's not just about shoe company. You have so many other companies out there. You
Yeah.
have
And that man say there's so many other places. Like again, you don't need much. You need help, but you don't need no significant shoe company. We can buy shoes. Throwing shoes at $70. So wow, we can't go throwing and way you're throwing and make you good. You just want to have a proper shoes. You can get a nice Nike to anywhere from 85 or 70 to 100. So it can be, it's just like they say other places can come on help.
other means to
I
find
mean, yeah.
because you have so many other industries there. I don't know why is it that we lock our mind into the shoe companies, into the
Hmm.
Nike and the Adidas and the Puma, not realizing that there's a world. One of the richest track and field athlete right now from Europe. She is sponsored by Boss, not by a shoe company.
By who?
By Boss. You know the company Boss?
Boss?
Boss, BOSS.
BOS. Who that? What athlete?
Yes, she's a quarter mile. And
Wow.
she's not sponsored by a shoe company. I don't know if she's sponsored now, but and her contract is
And I'm
so
telling you, don't need like because again the shoe company is just I mean them PA and stuff. But a lot like I just you can buy some of the shoes them, you can buy some of the gear them, you know what I say?
yeah.
So
If I did just the shoes and the gear, Una wouldn't have a problem. Cause that's easy to
mhm.
walk into a store and say, okay, this season you buy 2 pair of spikes or 3 pairs
Yeah,
of spikes,
yeah, yeah,
buy some warm up shoes, buy
yeah,
some clothes, and you're good. But
yeah,
when you talk about the nutrition and your physio and your technical trainer and your
yeah,
sports psychologist that take a little bit more
yeah.
money, it's different. But somebody is saying, Sherwood is saying, HP, have you tried to share your suggestions with the J3A? Have you invited them to your platform to get some insight? Yes, I have. Yes, I
Yeah,
have.
you buy them, what they say.
I'm still waiting. The president promised me, and I'm still waiting. I've been
And
waiting.
make sure you ask them the questions.
I will ask. I will ask the question. I've even gone as far as sending them my resume to
Yeah.
work with them and nothing. So I have tried, but hey, nothing.
I can say it's just like I was looking at another guy. He was doing a proposal like the tiers where at least can get
Yes,
paid
yeah,
support. Let's see if that work out because I feel everything with the help gets shut down. There is no progress. So
yes, yeah, yeah.
let's see if something like that come about. Make
Yeah.
light. So
He's actually the agent for Jaden Hibbert. What
yeah,
is
yeah, 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 something
Henry?
like that. He
Yeah,
was he was mad. He was mad at everything, but yeah,
yeah.
I can understand why. Cause Jaden was okay, but
Mhm. But
I
sometimes
don't
sometimes it's not just about the money, the respect,
support. Yeah, support.
the
Yeah,
respect, the love,
yeah, yeah,
and I tell people all the while, it's not just about money, but how you celebrate your people. I mean,
yeah.
you guys will go away to the Olympics and compete and come back in the country and we don't even know.
Don't
No,
even know. Look who's
no little
celebrate.
greeting at the airport. No
I
little.
don't take much. We not say must go do one little like where Julian get. Cause Julian is as she alone, Julian come out, fly out. Julian,
Listen,
BMW right across the.
listen. Julian is the only medalist, Olympic medalist that Saint Lucia has seen, and the celebration that that young lady got from her country
Everybody see I.
that could have been a celebration for a big group like Jamaica. The last time I saw us do something like that was after the Beijing Olympics. Was it Beijing or 2012? I think it was after the Beijing Olympics. You were still a little baby at that time. Shade, you were still
I was
in,
watching on the TV.
but we need to do
Yeah.
a little bit more. We need to celebrate our athletes. We need to have
Yeah.
award ceremonies. If you take the RGR group,
Oh,
Sportswoman and Sportswoman Award, oh, there's no other award.
like with the JHL, I don't know if they have an award. I know they don't have an award. I know they maybe post like say top athlete. I some
No,
foolish like
definitely
that,
not.
but
No, we need to have more awards so that we can celebrate athletes within their season. So 2024 season, you celebrate all the athletes there, give them what they're to get. So 5, 10 years down the road, they're not saying, "Oh, I went to the 2024 Olympic Games and I did not get anything." Don't wait until you have 100, 200 athletes now to the point where you're like, "Oh my God, we can't celebrate all of them a certain way." So celebrate them within the season. But they're not listening to us. But Shade, we're on your wagon, and I told you already that I'm in your corner, so you don't worry, girl.
thank you so much. You're the
We're
best. Like
we we're going to get it done, girl. Don't worry yourself. So now we are going to play a little game. Now is the now is the fun part. We're going to play a
I
little
want
game.
to give this.
Okay. What is the mark of the national record for the women's discus?
Oh, not me, them up here. Okay.
Are
I mean,
you? Yes,
me,
man. Yes, man.
I want to be again.
What is the mark for the discus national record? What is the mark, Shade?
It
You know,
is 6705 meters.
okay, and that's you. Awesome.
Yeah.
True or false? Your zodiac sign is Capricorn.
Yes. Guys, I was born December 31st. And mother could hold it to New Year. December 31st. Wow.
Her zodiac sign is Capricorn. Another true or false? Research has revealed that you are 5 feet 7 inches tall. Is that true?
Actually, I grew some more. I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8".
Okay, 5'8". I can take that. I can take that. That's fine. Okay. True or false again? You were once assistant coach at the University of South Florida.
Yes, I was a throws assistant throws coach. Big up to USF, They gave me the foundation too um after college to train and go travel with them to go to meets. It was just good. I feel like I kind of left abruptly, sadly. Um, but a big enough respect to them. USF, yeah,
Awesome,
love
awesome,
them.
awesome. Always strangers. Always, always.
Always strangers. They were strangers. I didn't go to their school. I never compete. I never even know of them. I never know of most. Only school I know in the Florida region was FSU and UF. They know the main school there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing really good now, USF. You see
Yeah,
them? They're
yeah.
doing really good on NCAA. When I was there as assistant coach, they were the coaching staff literally just came. So, to see them doing so well, even though just won the 4x4 at the NCAA, they're doing great stuff. So I have to big up USF.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, look at Twinny. Look at Twinny in the comment answering the questions. when I
No,
asked about
no,
the zodiac sign, Twinny said true, of course, because Twinny is the same birthday. Thank you very much, Lawrence Jumpaholic. I like that. That's a very good. That's a very good. She could use that for branding. Jumpaholic.
yeah, man, cause she was a jumper. I think that is a social media name, Lauren Jumper.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
addicted
yeah.
to it, addicted to it.
Alec, indeed, indeed. I have to get her on the program to come tell us a little bit about her.
Yeah, man.
Iron Wilson is saying the media also doesn't big up the field events much. Also, they hardly televise field events, folks.
Yeah,
Most times only hear result, especially
yeah.
the discuss. That is so true. That is so true. We will have to do better. Sherwood 991 is saying, my point is not that shoe companies are the only sponsors. My point is that to highlight the lack of financial support, especially for field event athletes. I totally agree with you on
I
that.
mean, I think you see like how, although I don't know the controversy around Grand Slam, you see like how him do something for the league, although I don't know what's gonna happen. I try to think how we can help field events. Can we really help field events?
I think anything in life can be big. It it just depends on how you market it, is how you sell it. Because when I was studying a few years ago, I was doing a master's and I was doing a presentation. And I remember the professor said to me, Heather, why do you think basketball and the NFL is no, they said, why do you think track and field is not as big as basketball and football in America?
Right.
And my response was that it all depends on how you market a brand.
Yeah.
How you market it will determine how successful it is. And I think basketball and football in America is so well marketed that track and field cannot walk anywhere close to it. Look at the Super Bowl. Look what they take the Super Bowl and turn it into a
Man,
global. Have
like a
the
show.
okay.
All artists are come there. You know how much money them, how much revenue them get just to see the artists them, just the artists them being there. The television, the revenue through television.
Uh, Dear girl, when you look at the Super Bowl, the money that they make, when you look at the people who goes to the Super Bowl, it's not the ordinary person like me. When you look, movie star,
Mm,
musicians,
the
singers,
highest of the
the
highest.
highest of the highest is at the Super Bowl. How many of them understand the sport?
Not
How
many. It's
many of
just
them understand the first down or the second down or whatever they call it?
I don't
The
say vibe. I just the
how you
yeah.
market it, how you market it, and then you merge sport with entertainment. What are you going to get? It must be successful.
And looking at it is how you market it for real because the Super Bowl started out like any other league, right?
Yeah,
That's
the
it.
football, and then what they do
Yeah.
for the final of the football season, they just said, okay, we're going to have this big finale that they call the Super Bowl. So the two top teams come
Yeah.
together and play for a trophy called a Super Bowl ring. And what they do, millions of people, even people around the world who are not Americans, watching.
Yeah, man.
Look at some of the people that they bring in for the halftime show.
Yeah, man.
Michael
Beyonce,
Jackson, the Whitney Houston, the
Beyonce,
Beyonce, the Usher,
Rihanna,
girl.
them bring in the best of the best.
Marketing, all marketing, all marketing. So I
True,
agree
true.
with you, Sherwood, that there's no respect for the sport, and the sport itself is in a way doesn't have any respect for some aspect of it. So track and field, they don't have any that much love for field events or middle long distance. Look at Jamaica, we don't. So, but so thank you guys. Lawrence Dropaholic is saying Vincent Johnson set the link. All right, we're going to come back to our game now. The next part of the game, I'm going to say two things, and
Yes.
you choose one: gym or ring training. Gym or ring training.
Gym. I actually like the gym.
You prefer the gym than the ring?
Yeah, yeah, man. And it's not supposed to be like that. You need some. You're supposed to want through. That's what you get. But
Indeed, indeed.
I feel like I can. You test yourself a lot in the gym. You know, you can get stronger and stuff. You can push yourself in the gym, which most times reflect in the ring. But it's supposed to be technical over the gym because that's what you do. It shows. Yeah.
Awesome. Water or electrolytes?
Why? I'd say it depends on how hot it is. Like, you know, you want something sweet or cool.
Shade, you have to go choose one. I'm sorry, you have to go pick one. Water or
Water can go. Water.
so you're the first athlete that come on this program. Come say you actually like water.
Boy, we mostly drink water every day, you know, boy. If electrolyte, one, it's
Them not like
expensive.
water.
And then I like water, yeah. Water. I drink water mostly, so water.
Athletes not like water. Warm up stretches or cool down ice bath.
Boy, I'm not gonna lie. Me not a front with we don't really do no long warm up. Later we start do a lot of warm up, but I would say warm up. Warm up, get the muscle going. Get the
Leg day
body going.
or arm day.
Arms, man, a strong man, upper body strong.
I love that. I love that. Tights or shorts.
Tights. Especially when you tights them thick tights, shorts now.
Screamer or silent in the ring.
Sometimes I'm mostly silent.
Silent. Okay.
Yeah. But when I did the national record though, I scream at the end. Crazy, don't
Hold on. What does the screaming do? It pushed the discus a little farther.
it's sometimes when I was doing it, me never did think about it, just the aggression did and say, yo, I eat this. I think it get out a kind of emotion, I guess we can push the discuss further for real.
Me love Twinny, Twinny is saying she lied. Twinny say yes. Twinny say yes.
You don't have nothing to do.
Twinny say yes, tell lies. Tell me which of the lies.
Which one you lie then?
She say you love to splash. She say you love to splash. Remember, says Twinny, Twinny know your business very much. Remember, says Twinny.
Can't take her away now. She hear everything.
PB day or podium day?
Podium.
Okay. Throwing barefoot or in spikes? I'm sure spikes is better.
Yeah, no, we can't throw barefoot like a concrete. We throw up on it, so we need some little throwing shoes. It's called throwing shoes.
I agree. That not even makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Training solo or with a squad?
With a squad, it's good to have people push you, you know. Because sometimes you don't feel it every day, and when I look at motivation,
Yeah.
you go, yeah.
Victoria Christie is saying, and the cran water. They must say you like cran water. No, so they must talk
water, please. Yeah.
They must talk your business. Rainy day. I don't even know why I have this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Rainy day throw or sunny day lift?
Lift? Yeah, man, the sunny. Nah, I mean, we always inside lifting, so it don't matter. I mean, sunny day, what? We don't like to throw in the rain. Cause I want to get slippery, discuss it there. It's a mess.
Yeah, I saw that at the trials. I think it was raining when the discus was going on. I think it was Frederick Dacres that slipped or something like that. Yeah.
And you see how them start foul or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Discus queen or gym beast?
Discus queen.
Coconut water or cran water? How did I get this on my list? Coconut water, coconut water,
Somebody have a cran water today.
cran water or coconut water?
Cran
Man,
water. I bought cran water today. Cran water, boy. This when it's thirsty.
yes, and it chilled.
A
Yeah,
grape, yeah, man. Nice. And it
Twinny
don't have a
knows,
lot of calories, so.
yeah, Twinny knows you very well. Sherwood 991 is saying Shadae has a great point. The fact that Grand Slam excluded field events speaks volume. The fact that Grand Slam couldn't fill seats in America despite the high production value is also telling. Lift heavy or move fast? I don't
Depends.
even
I
know
mean,
what that means.
I live heavy. I live heavy. I live heavy. Live heavy. Live
Coach,
heavy.
coach praises or crowd cheers?
Coach, can your coach and tell praise you know you do it good. Sometimes a crowd cheer when you throw no good. Or whatever. You know.
I mean, if we love what athlete, we're gonna cheer, win, lose, or draw. If it weren't for the discus, the sprints, if it weren't for the discus, sprints or shot puts.
Sprints, man, but I run, man. That's one, but just shed off the weight, yeah. Them dead, man.
Which
Shampoo, we try shampoo.
percent would you
That's sprint.
run?
Yeah.
100 or 200?
Some a quick one. Can't take a long thing. Good joy.
Coach's pep talk or your playlist at competition?
It depends. Sometimes you know you don't want your coach. Get a little pep talk. But for me, I mostly have my playlist. Yeah.
Action movie or romance?
Neither horror.
Seriously,
Horror movie.
seriously, my girl.
Yeah, I don't do either not action and I don't. Oh
I
lie.
know
I love romance. Oh okay. The two between the two, I'm a romantic girl, yeah, romance.
romance. Okay.
Yeah.
Netflix or movie theater?
Well, Net Netflix or movie theater. Netflix.
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 Oh,
Can not you can yeah, Netflix. Netflix.
sounds good. Sounds good. All right. I have a poem for you now. I like
Okay.
to write poem for my athletes. Okay. So here goes. The title of this poem is Shade's Power in the Circle. In the ring, she stands calm yet bold, a warrior's tale in spiral told. With fire in form and steel in stride, she hurls her dreams where eagles glide. Jamaica celebrates. The,
Okay.
disc, the discus spin, the records fall. You rise strong, you answer the call. A queen in motion, fierce and true. Jamaica's pride in black, green, and gold. Jamaica celebrates. So here's to strength the world can see. To every throw that sets you free. Shade, your legacy will forever soar. Breaking limits, your throwing record still stands. Jamaica celebrates.
Ooh. That's
Thank
you ever send me that. Maybe can post it up somewhere in my
and
room.
I can email it to you,
Yes,
but
that be. I'm gonna frame it and I'll send it to you. I'll
thank
show
you.
you.
Yes,
That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
you are welcome. And I just want to say thank you for what you have done for Jamaica so far. And, there's still more left in you. And we're going to support you, support your dream however we can. And as you said, LA 2028 is your focus. And we're here for you. And thank you for taking the time out to stop by and having this chat with us and having fun. This was really, really fun. It was fun. And girl, your smile is to die for. Your burst of energy. I refuse to believe, Twinny, that you were depressed just the other day, but I'm happy to see that bright smile and that you're feeling much better. You're feeling hopeful, and that's what we are here for. And with that said, I normally give my guests an opportunity to ask me a question. So while you think about your question, let me just read some more comments. Okay, so
Don't be asking one time.
Twinny is saying, who is her twin sister, who is Lawrence Jumpaholic in the chat. She's saying, how sweet, thank you so much, so beautiful, thank you. And of course, she's giving me the teary eyes. And yes, Lawrence, that's what we do over here. We celebrate you guys for the outstanding job that you have done for country. Without you guys, Jamaica would not have been so fierce on the track and field industry because everybody is afraid of the Jamaica. When they see the Jamaicans, they either love us or fear us. So with that said, I'm going to allow Shadae to ask me her question.
Maybe ask you one question and tell me I look for right now, like yeah.
You're looking for it. Okay, why she's
Oh
looking?
yes. Already?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, you want to say something?
No, man, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask me a question.
Okay, I'll ask you one thing and say a bit. So here it is. I said, why do you like helping athletes voice their stories? And I also asked, did you study this? I was like, when I met you, it was because of something else. And then I saw how you were so passionate about, athletes voicing their stories. So I'm like, what, did you study this or like, was she an athlete herself? So yes, that's my question.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to answer her question now. I did study sport. I did I have a bachelor's degree in sports journalism, and I geared mostly towards track and field. And I did a master's degree in sport management. So everything that I did basically is in sport. And yes, I did track when I was much younger. I actually did common entrance, unlike you who did GSA. But my passion to do this was all because of my passion for the athletes. I love the athletes, I love the sport, and I love what the athletes have done for Jamaica, my country. And what I realized is that a lot of the stories were not being told. And I was one of the person that was asking, how is it that we do not have a program on television that tell us about the athletes? I didn't know anything about the athletes, and I wrote this program back in, I think it was 2013 or something like that. And I tried to get it on TV in Jamaica, but of course, if you don't know anybody, is the hardest thing. And then I just had it put away. And when I was doing my master's, our final project was to come up with an original brand. And I came up with this and I pitched it to my professor, and he said I should use it. And then he said to me, when I was graduating, he said, why don't you use it? Why don't you tweak it and do it online? Since as you're not able to get on TV,
Oh
why don't
yeah,
you
yeah, man.
tweak it? Right. And then I thought about it, but I wasn't thinking about it again. And then the pandemic came, and I said, I'm bored at home. So I started researching the athletes. And of course, I had known a lot about the athletes and stuff. And then I'm good friends with Aileen Bailey. So I called up Aileen Bailey one day and I said, Aileen, I want to do this. What do you think? And Aileen said to me, yes, I think you should do it because a lot of us have stories to tell, and
Oh, right.
there's nowhere to tell these stories. And Aileen said to me, I will be your guinea pig. So Aileen Bailey was
For
actually
the first. Aw.
Aileen Bailey was my first interview. Let me tell you, when I did my first interview, I wasn't even sure how I did it because I'm a very shy person, even though people don't believe that. People don't believe that, but I'm very,
They
very
come out, man.
but, but but after doing it a few times, I realized that you know something, and then I had a picture of Aileen in my house, and I said to Aileen, "Can I use your picture in my backdrop?" And,
Yeah.
and she said, yes, you can. And by the time we finished the conversation, Aileen sent me a bunch of pictures and said, you can use anyone. I said, Aileen, I can't pay you for the image. And she said, don't worry about it. So Aileen is actually the face of this podcast. So really and
Yeah.
truly, because I wanted to know you guys, I wanted to know the people who have done it for us. And I just decided to do it. And here I am. And
You should interview people who is in it too, currently.
yes, yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah. I've done quite a few current athletes. I've done Wayne Pinnock. I did Wayne Pinnock
Okay.
before I discovered that he was switching allegiance.
Yeah.
I've done Javon Powell, who is also
Nice.
I've done, Rasheen McDonald. So I've done quite a few current athletes, but it is really about the legacy of our track and field and the people who have done it and the struggles that you guys have gone through to do it and all of that. So every day I'm reaching out to athletes and you know what? You know what is so funny about this? I rarely hear no from an athlete.
Know
So
what?
I rarely hear an athlete tell me no, I won't do the interview.
Yeah, man, we can't even talk.
So I have to thank God for that because it's like when I approach athletes, I introduce the program, introduce myself, and they're like, sure, I will come
Yeah,
and will do it.
yeah.
And the legacy is just so rich. And
Mm-hmm.
as a country, we need to recognize this history, this legacy, this brand that we have. And I don't think we realize as a country that track and field Jamaica is a brand.
It's a brand, man.
Mhm. One of the biggest brand there is. So that's kind of really, and I get to hear the passion in my voice and stuff, but I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
And you're
And I
doing
love,
very great. You're doing really well.
thank
I
you.
love it. You reach far, man. When you're passionate about it, you just continue to, work hard. You
Thank
get
you.
there.
Thank you, thank you. And likewise, same as you will get there, and we are going to work hard on that. So, guys, remember, we are now going to start the campaign for Shadae Lawrence. Her goal is LA 2028, which is the next Olympic Games in the United States. So, we are going to help her with that. The first stop is next year for the Commonwealth Games. Lydrika Cameron. Well, I know that name.
No, no,
Welcome.
no, no, no.
Please, my number is running on the screen. Please to grab that number and reach out to me, Lydrika.
Yeah, man, she would have been a good one to interview as well.
Yes,
She's the
I
top
know.
picture with Dad.
Yes, with
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, Miss Cameron, please to make note of that number that is running on the screen and reach out to me so that we can have a talk. We can have a talk. But everyone, thank you very much for joining us tonight. And let me tell you, Shadae, you are an inspiration. You are, and I'm sorry that I made you get teary a little bit, but it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, man, tough enough. I will have a ball.
But that's good though. That's good. And thanks everyone. So Lydrika is saying she is shy. I am very shy myself, Miss Cameron. I am very, very, very shy. Even though I'm here in front of this camera chatting so much, I am a very, very shy person. But once the camera comes on,
Yeah,
I'm good.
man, good to go.
Good to go. Good to go. Is who sound that again? Elephant man? Elephant
Yeah,
man.
good to go.
Elephant, good to go. But guys, thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by another Thursday night of
So this is always Thursday night?
every Thursday. Every Thursday, I meet up with an athlete and we talk and tell their story. Sometimes when championships are going on, I kind of break a little bit because people
Yeah,
are either traveling to the
yeah.
championship or they're watching. So I might just, but yeah, it's every Thursday night, a great story. And let me tell you, you guys have some real authentic story. And I love that you guys are not afraid to tell your story. So, Lydrika,
Welcome.
please to write down my number. It's on the screen running. It's 240-779 7152. Please to contact me. Albert Lawrence is saying she she has a great sense of humor. Yes, she does. Your uncle is saying you have a great sense of humor.
Big up
So
you,
guys, so guys,
Albert.
Albert Lawrence, man, 1984 silver medal, Olympic silver medal.
Wow. I
Indeed,
want a
indeed.
medal, bear a medal there.
Yes. So I think, let me see, 1984 Olympic Games, I think it was in LA. I think
Yes.
it was LA also. Yeah. 1984 was LA. So Albert Lawrence, also formerly of Vere Technical, is in the building with us. So guys, thank you very much. I'm going to allow Shadae to go and get her rest. And I do the same. Shadae, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was wonderful.
And I'm going to give you the last words to wrap up the program.
Okay. Oh, me?
Yes, you, ma'am.
Me and I just want to say thanks to HP. I met her like a couple weeks or maybe a month now. And she has been so supportive, so encouraging. I'm like, sometimes when they're down and you get them support, they are saying, I even feel like I deserve them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she's just so positive and encouraging, and God is good. It's good to have somebody on my team now who believes in me. And this is just someone that I just met. So she's really, that shows that she's a good person at heart. And love what she does. And thank you for having me. And I hope this, we get big and thing in this.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much for that. And thank you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Africa, Asia, North America, South America, Antarctica, Oceania, Europe. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us. Another Thursday night for our legacy chat. And of course, tonight we are with Shadae Lawrence, Olympian Shadae Lawrence, 2016 and 2021 Olympian for Jamaica. Thank you very, very, very much. Ivan Tate is saying great interview. Thank you very much, Ivan
Thank
Tate.
you, everybody. Thank
Thank
you for
you, guys.
joining the live.
Indeed,
It was
indeed. Thank
great. It
you,
was
guys.
great. Though. It was a great interview. I love it.
You love it. I'm glad that
Yeah.
you enjoy it. I'm glad you
Yeah.
enjoy it. And please, when you're feeling down or sad or depressed, just send me a message, girl, and I'm
I
here.
know. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. But I'm
Thank
happy to
you.
hear that you're feeling better. And Twinny,
Man, Mr. Shada cat.
Shade, thank you very much, Twinny, for telling us that. Thank you very much. Her twin sister was also here, who is her BFF and her everything. Thank you very much. And to your family also.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Family
Have
and
a great,
friends for supporting. They're awesome. Good people.
indeed,
Family and friends are good people.
indeed. Thank you, everyone. And I also have to big up Coach Akil Stewart for making this link because he was the one who called me
Good.
and
Hey,
said,
moving the coach, I always say everybody know. I always talk about this. Coach Akil is a genuine guy, and
yes,
I
he
could big him up. You can always go to him and talk to him, and although he's not even my personal coach, but he just he gives a lending hand to anybody, and I have to big him up.
indeed, indeed. Akil Stewart, head coach at Sweat Track
Sweat,
Club. Yeah, he
big
was
up
the
Sweat,
one. Yeah,
big
man.
up
He was
Sweat.
the one who called me and said, HP, I have an athlete that I wanted to talk to and stuff. And I said, sure. And here we are tonight. Shadae Lawrence, thank you very much.
Thank you. You're
It's been
welcome.
it's been an honor. We
Yeah.
salute you. Hey, I want you to do the disc in closing. I want you to do the discus motion for us. Let's do it one time. No, sir, no, man. Give me a little.
You want some?
Yeah. How you guys do it?
Oh, like I know. So what's why though?
Yeah. So hold on. So once you come around, you release the discus, or
You
you go
release it
up to
about here. You
yeah.
want to release it about here, and then
Oh,
carry on.
oh, so you carry your hand around you like
Because
this.
with the force, you go so you never stop. Yeah,
Oh,
your hand on top. Yeah,
so
all the way
once
release. Yeah, and I come because you want it pull a hard pull.
so how you gonna drop? How you gonna fall down?
Years, just like you walk and fall. So
For
years
real,
of
for real,
practice,
for real.
years of practice. So
I respect you guys so much. I mean, your craft. We should not take that for granted. But I love it. I love to see the discus, just the way how you guys your hand and then you spin and you know at what time to release it.
Angle to release. It comes natural, you know. Every time I think about the discourse, I just think about Roger. Roger throw, boy, it's parent, watch it over and over and over. That you throw, when him throw, him deserve a lot. Him deserve everything. So if he might get, shot the back end I stick, that not fair. Because man, that man put out everything that I throw there. Hey!
Indeed. And a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people pay attention to these things. That was a history-making moment for Jamaica.
The man, first man, after 70, he man broke the Olympic record. That's like the Olympics have been happening for years, and he broke it. Come on.
So he created history by becoming the first Jamaican to win gold in that event.
Yeah.
And he set an Olympic record.
I think I first black man too. Something like that after that history.
Wow.
So, big things.
Big
Jamaica.
Things. Yeah, hey. Jamaica. Little Jamaica, we were able to do that. So, Lydrika, I hope you take down the number. Let me check my phone to see. Lydrika, I haven't seen any message from you yet. Lydrika, I'm checking my phone. Let me see. No Lydrika yet. Okay, let me give her some more time. But guys, thank you very much. Albert Lawrence is saying, of course, you have a great sense of humor and you're not to give up. And I totally agree with him. Twinny is saying, that's my guy. That's what Twinny is saying. And KK Roblox is saying, hey to you too. And here she's saying, only the best is good enough, my sister. And I totally agree with you. Guys, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us for 2 hours. And of course, Shadae did tell us her story, and we were happy to be here and hanging out with her. And just her smiling makes me happy.
I'm sorry. I'm messaging like this. I'm dying.
No, man. Tell her I'm waiting on the message. I mean, I've waited so long to get field event athletes, and I realize that I've been getting field event athletes for a while now. So let's do it. Let's continue to put the legacy out there and share our legacy with people, because Jamaica is a big thing. Track and field Jamaica is a big thing. So guys, have a great weekend, and please to support Shadae Lawrence in her upcoming quest, which will start in the upcoming season. So we will be doing things, guys, and you will be seeing the post on Instagram and stuff. So coming soon, okay? Her page is coming soon. All right. Talk to you guys. Have a great weekend. Ta-da. Toodaloo.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Twinny. Bye, Twinny. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Jamaica's track and field legacy is unmatched. It is a story of triumph, resilience, and extraordinary talent. But do you know the stories behind the athletes who brought us glory? Hi, I'm HP, founder of HP Chat Track. My mission is simple: to celebrate the rich legacy of Jamaica track and field and shine a light on the incredible people who make it happen. Winning that race was a dream come true, but the journey wasn't easy. It's not just about medals, it's about inspiring the next generation. Jamaica track and field isn't just a sport, it's our pride, our culture, our heart. Every week I sit down with athletes, coaches and fans to bring you stories of dedication, passion and legacy. Plus, we've got exciting news and exclusive insights into the world of track and field. Make your Thursday night be at HP's place. Come hang out with us at HP Chat Track Studio, where track and field is our business. Jamaica. One people, one legacy.